Hello, Sim here. So it's been a pretty busy week with E3 and it looks like it's going to be an exciting year for gaming. Lots of new games to look forward to naturally, and of course some improved software and new technologies. Yes, I'm talking about the hardware. Well, you've got the software to go with it too. So the big announcement that I was expecting, and I did sort of warn you guys about it, is yep, Call of Duty is now switching to the PlayStation 4 with respect to the DLC coming 1 month early. Yes, so now the Xbox community have had the tables turned on them, and they've got to wait a month to be able to play the new map packs when they come out. And also, just to rub it in, the beta, you get to play it on the PlayStation first in August. I guess the Xbox community is going to have to wait until September or so. So naturally it's happened because of business decisions. The PlayStation 4 outsold the Xbox One. Microsoft had, a couple of years to get their act together and sort it out. They've had Ghosts and Advanced Warfare. Haven't increased the sales enough, so hey, Activision said, off to Sony we go. So the other sort of knock-on effect will be with the competitive gaming community. Think MLG. It's always hosted on the Xbox in the past, so now it's going to be PlayStation. So all those MLG teams are going to have to switch over to the PlayStation 4. Simple as that. And I wonder what will happen in the the lower rankings of competitives. The everyday man type of competitors compared to the top end, high end, super duper $1 million pound prizes. Does that mean they've got all trading their Xbox Ones for PS4s? I don't know. I really don't. But it'll be interesting to see how that works. So, top YouTubers are obviously going to naturally switch out to the PS4, and if they're top big YouTubers, it's not going to be a problem for them because they're rolling in it, unlike the majority of us. So another announcement that came as a surprise and got a massive woohoo is the Xbox One is going to be, introducing backwards compatibility. Yes, you get to play the game natively on the console. That means, yes, it's running on the console. It's not running out in the cloud somewhere and being streamed to your console, like the PlayStation Share thing that you can help out your fellow gamer, provided you got super duper good internet speeds. So you can put your 360 disc into your Xbox One and it will download from the store a nicely packaged up Xbox One version of it, because it's wrapped in a virtual machine. I don't want to get too technical, but effectively they've emulated the 360 in software, popped the game into that sort of like software image, and hey presto, it runs on the Xbox One. So you've got to download it, so even if you've got a slow internet, hey, you only have to download it once, you've got it on your hard disk, then you can play it natively, and hey presto, you'll still be able to play it when you're offline. So that's pretty good news. Other interesting hardware that's come out is virtual reality. All this VR headsets and stuff. So you got Oculus Rift, which is going to be including Xbox One controllers, but it's not really running on the Xbox One. It's streaming it via Windows 10 PC to the Oculus. And a similar thing with the Microsoft HoloLens. The demo was extremely impressive to do with the Minecraft, but it was running, I understand, on the Microsoft Surface tablet. However, if we switch over to the PlayStation camp, Project Morpheus, runs on the PS4 console direct. Yes, and you can, some of the games that you can play, not just with using the Project Morpheus, but you've got mates in the house, they can pick up a, PS4 controller and join in. So that's pretty cool. Another thing that's going to be interesting is PlayStation View. So yes, you get to watch the TV channels you want without having to pay a big bundle, all these big package things like Sky and all the rest of it. So that's going to be interesting, because that could be shaking up the whole TV broadcasting stuff. And I guess it's, it's been coming along a little while. You've got, Amazon with their Love Film, well, what do they call it? Instant Video or Prime or whatever it's called these days. And you've got Netflix and all that jazz. So, yeah, it's just a next generation or iteration of it. So now you pay for the channels you want, for those, TV programs you can't go without. So, when it came to the conferences, you had the Microsoft and PlayStation conference, I found the Xbox One pretty more continuous focus on games. It was high energy. PlayStation conference just put me to sleep here and there. Don't get me wrong, there's still some good games coming out on the PlayStation, but it wasn't so high energy, not for me personally. And maybe that's just because a lot of the games that were on the PlayStation wasn't my cup of tea. Let me know your thoughts about the conferences and what you thought was best in the comments down below. So Microsoft kicked off their Xbox conference with Halo 5 Guardians, and they had to because they've lost the COD DLC coming first to them. So Halo's going to get loads of marketing, absolutely tons of it. So Microsoft have introduced quite a few new things for the Xbox. Backwards compatibility, that's a big one. That's going to help drive console sales big time. you've got an Elite controller that's coming out in autumn. It's a more advanced version than Scuff. It's got removable paddles, it's got a hair trigger lock, so you can just literally slide a little slider, and hey presto, your triggers are locked. So you can have them on or off. There's no mucking about with screwdrivers and all that jazz. You can swap out your thumbsticks. You can have adjustable sensitivity settings, and you've got 2 settings straight on your controller itself. So you just flip a switch between 2 settings, and hey presto, your sensitivity has just changed. Think playing sniper versus an assault rifle. I want maybe fast reactions because I want a quick scope, and then I want precision because I'm an assault rifle and I flip between the 2 sensitivities, or maybe it's vehicle versus running, you know, that sort of thing. So it's going to prove interesting because I want to see if Scuff Gaming and Shark Controller, which is a slightly cheaper competitor to Scuff, is going to up their game. They certainly should do. And the Elite controller seems to be, well, more robust because of the good old wearing out of the thumbsticks, because it's all sort of like aluminium or something along those lines. It's, you know, much more compared to this like wearable, eatable plastic. So they're also introducing game preview, and that's pretty cool. That's where you get to play games before they've even come out, or pay for them before they come out because you're so addicted to it. I'm expecting to see a lot of indie game studios to use it. You know, we've got Long Dark and the Elite Dangerous coming out, so that's pretty cool, and they're available to download onto the Xbox One right now. Of course, there's a new dashboard that's coming out too, and I'll be able to get my hands on it, I think, next week, or literally within a day or two. And that's exciting because I'm a preview member. So I've been telling my mates on the Xbox, well, hey, you know, the DirectX 12's coming out. They're going to do a rewrite for the dashboard. They've got to get this thing a lot more smoother. There's things I like about both consoles, PS4 and Xbox One. But the most annoying thing about the Xbox is, well, it can be sort of like laggy. It's not responsive all the time. You know, you can jump out of the game and go to the dashboard and stuff, but it's still not snapping. It can be a bit slow and stuff. So I've seen the little demo that they've done with the Cortana plugin, which is like a voice command, you know, think like OK Google type thing, sort of. But, you know, you can actually talk to it like your person and say, oh, please go and invite my mate. And it'll just do it. You don't have to go in and fiddle with, you know, inviting party screens and all that jazz. You can just do it directly by talking to it. So the demo that I saw online looks pretty snappy, and yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting. Mods, that seems like it's going to be the next thing. They're going to be probably fighting between the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I can see this happening. But Fallout 4 is obviously bringing all mods out from the PC into the Xbox One. I expect some censoring to go on for here. And yeah, so mods were back in the day, the early PC gaming, back in the 90s, early 90s. You know, people who did good map designs ended up getting recruited and, you know, by game companies. So it's a fantastic way of, one, giving stuff out to the community, and two, getting noticed and getting a job if you're into gaming. Also, Windows 10, I noticed in the Xbox presentation, got a massive push. It's a nice marketing push. You know, Microsoft are going to have to do it. You know, you would have noticed a little Windows icon in your systems tray, the little white one, to allow you to go and download Windows 10 if you got Windows 7 or 8 or 8.1. And obviously to entice people, especially gamers, to upgrade from 7 to 10, there's free games, and it's a nice clever move to get Windows 10 out there into the world. And obviously they're trying to drive that via Fable Legends because it's free to play. And also it means that PC gamers and Xbox One gamers can game in the same game. So that's quite interesting. That's a new change and mix up. So yeah, I think mods are going to start making a bit more of a entrance onto the console gaming world. And I think that's a good thing. And one of those games is Doom 4. And I'm really looking forward to that game. I really am. I played the originals and played all of them pretty much, and trust me, go and check out the 18-minute gameplay that's out there on YouTube. It's a fun, fast-paced game. You guys who've played Doom since it was born will know about the chainsaw. I quite like the weapon selection where you can just, it was really intuitive, and it was obviously designed for the consoles because you don't have a keyboard where you can just tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. to just switch between guns. And it's sort of slowed down in single player. But just like Fallout 4, you've got a map editor which allows you to do game rules and all this stuff and share it with the community. So think modding effectively again, and it's called Doom Snap Map. So you'll be able to do that on consoles. So that's pretty cool too. So I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on Doom 4. I mean, it looked a lot of fun, and yeah, I can't wait. Star Wars Battlefront, yeah, that's coming first, PS4 too, so I'm definitely going to be getting that for the PS4. Halo 5, yeah, maybe. Gears 4, yeah, that's not too bad of a game. It looks okay. The single player might be okay. I'm not sure about the multiplayer. I just got to play the beta for the sort of like, what do you want to call it? I can't remember the editions, effectively Gears 1 to 3 on the Xbox One, so I get to play a bit of the multiplayer right now, but of course not many people are on it, so matchmaking can be a bit problematic, you know, skill level sort of wise, you know, noobs versus those who know the maps because they played it on the 360, unlike me because I never owned a 360. Forza 6, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Obviously they've added water and stuff like that, so you've got puddles, rain and stuff like that, so it's on a traditional track. I wasn't so keen on the Forza Horizons because I like to use the camera mode where you're driving on the ground because it felt the most realistic for me to be immersed in the world of driving. Where if you try to do that in Horizons, you're driving through fields, you're just blind as a bat and you can't see where you're going. So you have to jump out into third person view, so I didn't like that. Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm looking forward to that one for sure because, you know, it's a storytelling action type game, just like Uncharted 4. So Tomb Raider, the Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming to Xbox first. Uncharted 4, of course, is a PlayStation exclusive. And you've got Mirror's Edge Catalyst. So I'm looking forward to that because I played the original Mirror's Edge on the PlayStation 3. Really loved it, so I'm looking forward to that coming out soon too. Now another game that I'm sort of interested in playing is The Division. It's an action-based RPG, so yeah, that's interesting. It looks good, and yes, I'm conscientious that it's a Ubisoft game, and I don't tend to buy Ubisoft games these days because their software quality has been, well, what can I say, poor in the past, and I'm not the only one who thinks that in the world of gaming. So there's an Xbox One exclusive beta coming out in December for it. Whether I get Rainbow Six Siege, I don't know about that. I mean, I played Vegas 1 and 2, but if you've never played it and you've got an Xbox One, you get to have 3 games for the price of one effectively because of the 360 backwards compatibility that's on the Xbox One now, so that's cool. Another game that's coming out on the PS4 is Horizon Zero Dawn, and that looks pretty cool too. This is where you got people versus dinosaurs, yes. Machines and robots, you know, so it's from Guerrilla, so the makers of Killzone, so that looks fairly cool. It looks like, you know, one, I'm guessing that obviously the humans in the past designed robots, think about like Terminator, that's what I'm thinking, somehow they've evolved into dinosaurs or whatever, maybe think Jurassic Park and just mix them up together, and then they just took over the world and killed off all the humans, and, well, not all of them, because otherwise there wouldn't be any humans left. But that type of plot, I think, and of course everybody can't remember because nobody's got the history anymore, and so they don't really know what's happened, but that's my best guess on it. Now, sort of a groundbreaking game for me that I saw, and it was demoed on the PlayStation 4, and it's really impressive, is No Man's Sky. It's absolutely a massive universe. It's absolutely massive. Or should I say, it's galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies. So it's got space combat, exploring planets, trading and fighting. And really, I was just thinking, like, this sounds like Elite in some senses, but it's just like blowed up by a million billion times because the universe is absolutely massive. So that really was a crowd pleaser when they just started zooming out and zooming out and zooming out. It's like, oh my god, it was like a movie where you just started zooming out from a planet or sun. Just kept zooming out and zooming out and zooming out and just like, wow. And then you thought, okay, I'll pick this planet, zoom into that, and it still worked and didn't crash. And I guess the developer was demoing it, going, thank God for that. But yeah. There's Final Fantasy Remake, and there's wild crowd reactions. I've never played the Final Fantasy series, so I'm not so keen about it. The Batman Arkham Knight is just around the corner. And of course, there's a couple of other games that I haven't mentioned yet, and I'm leaving it to last. And that's Destiny. And yes, you've got the Taken King that's coming out pretty soon. And that's got some new supers and some new multiplayer game modes. That's going to, you know, spruce things up. And now I'm going to be, you know, dusting off my cobwebs, so to speak, off my PlayStation 4 because of this game called Black Ops 3. That's going to be, you know, DLC first. Yeah, I'm probably going to be playing both games a lot more. Let me know if you want to see some more Destiny footage. Yes, I'm conscientious that I will be doing a Destiny on test net demo video. So, don't worry, that is still coming. But if you want other videos from Destiny, let me know, because I haven't done some for quite some time. Yeah, so Black Ops 3, looking forward to that. You can either play the single player game by yourself, or with mates, up to 4 players for this current next gen, or just up to 2 players for the last gen 360 and PS3. So, yeah. So overall, I was pretty happy with E3. I'm looking forward to a variety of things. Doom 4 I really am looking forward to. Battlefront, yes, absolutely. Uncharted, Tomb Raider, Mirror's Edge, of course Destiny and Black Ops. Have you got any particular games that you guys are looking forward to? Or anything I missed that you really are interested in? Let me know down in the comments. As always, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, this has been Sim.